Phoenix Taxis are proud to bring you Driver, the new taxi booking app that's taking Europe by storm. You can book a cab in advance or for right away, and with credit or debit card payment and the ability to track your taxi live, it's the new and convenient way to travel with Northumberland's greenest and cleanest taxi firm. Download the app today by searching for Driver and enter Phoenix in the voucher section for £10 off your first booking. Go green, go Phoenix.
After 2 weeks away, Blyth Spartans return to Croft Park for Evo-Stik Premier Division action. Mickleover Sports are the visitors to Northumberland today, and this is what happened last time the two sides met.
Give him options!
So a memorable fixture last time the two sides met there, and today it's league action for the two clubs after Mickleover Sports secured promotion last season. These are the lineups for the game. So Spartans trying to bounce back from last Saturday's sobering defeat at Stourbridge in the Evo-Stik Northern Premier League, and Tom Wade chose to make a number of changes to his starting 11 to try and achieve that. In goal there was a home debut for German goalkeeper Fabian Otter. At right back once again was former Sunderland man Andrew Cartwright. At left back, switching from his usual right hand position, was Alex Nicholson, and the centre back partnership was once again Dylan Morse, and he was partnered by Ryan Hutchinson. Playing just in front of the back four was midfielder Stephen Turnbull, and just playing off a front man was Sean Reid. On the right hand side of the front three was Aaron Weymouth, and that lone front man was Dan Maguire. Back in midfield, partner in Turnbull was Matthew Wade. On the left hand side was captain Robbie Dale. There was a couple of returning players on Spartan substitutes bench. Danny Parker was named on the bench alongside the returning Neil Hooks. And a welcome return for Paul Robinson, who was back after a foot injury. Michael Richardson was also on there, and finally there was Jordan Watson. So your Spartans lineup, just to run through, was Otter, Cartwright, Nicholson, Morse, Hutchinson, Turnbull, Weymouth, Reid, Maguire, Wade and Dale, playing in the usual 4-2-3-1 formation, with Sean Reid playing just in behind Dan Maguire. The visitors lined up in goal with Ross Atkins, a back four of Jake Bennett, Chris Spencer, Dwayne Wiley and Jack Broadhead. Then there was Simeon Oshabork, Andy Dales, Anthony Griffiths Jr., the vastly experienced Gary Ricketts, Messiah MacDonald, Charlie Dawson on the bench, Anthony O'Dwyer-Neal, Dan Spiridon and Tom Turner. And here are the highlights from Croft Park. So Blyth Spartans bounced back from a couple of defeats with a comprehensive win over Mickleover Sports, and after the game I spoke to goal scorer Paul Robinson and manager Tom Waite to get their thoughts on an exciting 90 minutes. So Paul, you've been patient to come back from injury. You come back and Blyth won the top corner. Doesn't get much better.
Yeah, that felt nice. It's been really frustrating 6 weeks, especially watching the lads do so well. Obviously been the biggest fan and hoping to do well, which they have, but it's been a hard slog. But yeah, it was just nice to get on the pitch, and obviously the goal at the end has topped it all off.
And one with the old swing.
Yeah, with a weak foot. I'd had a couple of dodgy touches, which Robbie kindly reminded us of at the end of the game. Before that, so I just kind of tried to get out my feet and just get a shot off as quick as I could, and luckily enough, it's gone the top corner.
And this result, obviously, it's come on the back of a couple of poor results. So it must be a big confidence boost to win and win so comprehensively.
Yeah, massively. I mean, the Spennymoor game and obviously last weekend were disappointing results, but they're games that could have went either way. But it's good to get back home and get back playing, and we played really, really well. The lads were absolutely brilliant and more than deserved the win.
Tom, a comprehensive 4-0 win, and you couldn't be any more pleased with that.
Yeah, it was a great win. To be honest, we played just as well as Stourbridge, in my opinion. We just never had that cutting edge, you know. And today, 2 wonder goals, but some of the football, I thought the first goal was tremendous. And we had so many chances to score more. But we do it all the time. They did say we'd turn somebody over, and they're a form side, so we can't complain,
There did seem to be a real emphasis on playing the diagonal ball. Is that something that's been worked on?
Yeah, we're just trying to open teams up. People think we just keep the ball for keep the ball's sake and slow build up and all that before all that rubbish said. And we do that to draw teams out, Then when we draw teams out, we go wide. A bit like all the good sides do, So some people don't understand it, but there you go.
it must be pleasing for yourself as well, bouncing back from a couple of defeats in that manner.
Yeah, to be honest, the defeats, we could have easily won the games, so I was never bothered about, you know, losing games, and it's not really a problem. You know, if you lose a couple of games, it's not a huge issue. I've got faith in my players, and you know, Peter has done wonders on the pitch, which has made us a better side, to be honest. Like, so little things like that mean a lot, and you know, we're looking at a very, very good side, you know.
Conveniently you got Peter on camera as well.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I'm going to press you on camera here, which was a better goal, Robbie's or Robbo's?
I think the first goal was better, to be honest. No, I think Robbo's is a left footer. Robbie Dale's was unbelievable at the right time. They were both wonder goals. You know, if you've got to pick a goal this season, it's got to be one of them, you know.
Tuesday night, we've got Hyde United here to a big test from a team who were playing the trade in the Conference North last season. Yeah,
a good side. I think Mickleover and Hyde were the two form sides, but they've been beaten sides. You know, I think Hyde won 7-1 against Stamford on a Monday night. But you know, we're a good side at home. We've got one or two little niggles there, which might show for Saturday. But we've got a good squad for Tuesday. We've got a good squad, you know. So can't complain. We've got people come in. We've got people hungry. And you know, the world's oyster really. If we keep on playing the way we're playing, we won't change any way we're playing, and we will keep on. I thought, especially when you showed Reid, I thought he was outstanding throughout the game. Hutchinson and Morse were great, and I just thought the two midfield players, German away, just bossed the game. It was absolutely so easy for them. So it's all looking good, you know.
So they're the words of Paul Robinson and Tom Wade. I'm here with Matt Riggs, who was part of the Radio Northumberland commentary team today. Matt, a pretty special performance.
It certainly was, yeah. I mean, they dominated from the first minute, really, Spartans. Mickleover didn't create too much going forward, but Spartans just always had the ball, had so much possession, and those two goals from Paul Robinson and from Robbie Dale was so special in the second half, and comprehensive win today. And
do you think it was needed after a little bit of a suspect run in the league and the cup?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we were just talking to manager Tom Wade, and he said there was never really a worry that the team wouldn't bounce back. But you know, after two defeats, it's always nice to get the result and playing that in the way they did. And some really good football played this afternoon, and they want to do that again on Tuesday against Hyde United. You mentioned Hyde, a real chance to hammer home those promotion credentials when they come up with Croft Park. Yeah, it certainly is. I think it's good for the players to get back to Croft Park after two defeats, and then to have another home game a few days later. I think really good way to try and build some momentum and keep this run going now. And as you say, Hyde just got relegated from their division last year, so they'll be a strong outfit, and I believe they lost today, so Blyth hopefully can pick up this form and try and get a run going. So we'll be back here on Tuesday night as Hyde United come to Croft Park for more Evo-Stik Northern Premier League action. That's been today's game. See you on Tuesday.